Hey, what's up everybody? Back here in lovely Osaka, Japan, here in my kitchen, our kitchen, and me and my girlfriend are just hanging out waiting to go to a free live show this afternoon by a band called Chainsaw? I've never heard of them. As hip or unhip as I appear to be, I've never heard of the band Chainsaw, so we're going to meet some friends and we'll see a free show by Chainsaw. So, I haven't done a record video in a little while, so I thought I'd put one up quick. I mean, I've been posting all sorts of stuff on Facebook, but no vinyl community things, mostly our trip to Nara that we went on yesterday, and we saw the Todaiji temple with the giant Buddha statue and various other stuff. We fed some deer and whatever, so I just wanted to get some random picks out of my Special Rare Original box, originally titled, wow, Special Rare. So here's some things that I just want to show and talk about for a minute before we got to take off and see some Osaka bands that we've never heard of. So here we go. Here's something I picked up at one of my favorite record shops, Maruka Bats. Maruka Bats basically translates to hit or miss, as far as I understand. It's a really weird name for a record shop. So here is French pressing of Second by Agitation Free, the dreamy German band. Really incredible band, and I was glad to get this. It was a bit pricey and not in absolutely wonderful condition, but still quite good. It's a really good record to space out to. It's really nice space rock. So Agitation Free. Sorry, we got some Japanese TV blaring in the background, but that's okay. It'll add to the ambiance. Barris Manco, live in Tarsus, 1975. I really want to know more about this Barris Manco guy. I think this is a bootleg of a Turkish guitarist and synth player. A Prague guy, and I really like this. It's interesting, but I would like to hear some more clearly recorded studio stuff by him. I'd like to know a little more. Back to the stuff I got at Osaka punk store, Punk and Destroy. I believe this is a Quebecois metal album, Cauchemar. This is kind of a doom album. It's really cool. I really like the cover, and it's quite a nice package. Yeah, Cauchemar. Also, the name of a famous French psych album I like. Got some Canadian psychedelic bootlegs. Christmas. So I got two albums by Christmas, and Bob Bryden, I believe, was a manager of punk bands in the 70s after he finished playing with Christmas. So this is the first album as a bootleg. And weird, I found them in Japan. I was really happy to get the Christmas albums. I think it's the third or the fourth one is really awesome prog. I've got one in Canada, but I don't have it here. Here's the second album, second Christmas album. Another really cool Canadian psych album. Something I was really excited about. I don't know if this is an original or a bootleg or what, because they go for a lot. But this is Cosmic Jokers, Galactic Supermarket, featuring a lot of wild German players. And they were allegedly taped in secret by their producer, and these were released without permission or something like that. And they're really, really good German psychedelic albums. So what's this? Who's on this? Featuring Klaus Schultz. Dieter Dierks, the producer of Scorpions and Harry Chapter and all kinds of awesome stuff. Manuel Gottschling from Ashra. Klaus Schultz. Jürgen Dolas, I don't know him. Harold Grosskopf sounds familiar, but I forget where I heard of him. Last video I was talking about the Dead Moon movie. Here's my Dead Moon Defiance album I got in Tokyo with Fred Cole from the Lollipop Shop. Love Dead Moon. One of my very favorite bands ever. So here's Defiance. Got a few other ones in Canada. It's always a cause for celebration when I find a Dead Moon album. Awesome French prog psych Elixir. Sabbat. And this is one of my favorite French albums. And this is on the Musea label. I really like it. It's an awesome, I think it's an 80s album, but it's a progressive rock, psychedelic, new wavy thing. Look at that cover. It's an awesome cover. It's an awesome album. Yeah. Love the Elixir. Oh, and I got their second album too, Indifference. Slightly different members, still on Musea. Very good band. Yeah. And check out Christian Marshall, the leader, with his Jeffrey Lee Pierce hat. Very cool. Something I saw in the Pecora books, Elise. This is kind of Janis Joplin-ish. I love the cover with the dragon and the sleeping maiden and stuff. It's a really nice original on the, I think it's Tetragrammaton, same as the first Deep Purple album. It's a really nice psych original, kind of folk psych, bit of barroom blues kind of stuff, which I don't usually like, but this one has a good atmosphere. Oh, the mighty Rocky Erickson. Gremlins Have Pictures. Love Rocky Erickson. And I mean, there's zillions of different Rocky Erickson compilations and rarities, albums, and unauthorized and authorized and whatever. Probably be collecting them forever, but don't knock the rock. I love Rocky Erickson, so one of the big Texas guys, and I mean, Easter Everywhere, of course, is genius. An album from last year's birthday binge with my girlfriend, The Frantic. This is an American hard psych album, and it's awesome. It's almost got a bit of an MC5 mountain kind of vibe, and I don't see it around. I'd never seen it before. I just picked it up because it looked so rad. You got these twin guitar crazy jams. There's the singer and the other guys. I really like this Frantic album. It's awesome. If you check it out on YouTube, More of a Man is really good. Her and Her Mountain, really awesome album, Frantic. It's not in the most amazing condition, but something I've never seen before, and it's great. Super cool. Back to the German prog, I've got Fürst and Frohling Strings, which a friend of mine argues is not their best work, but I do not have the Schick Fürst and Frohling's albums, so I can't really compare it. It's a nice ambient album, really moody, melodic stuff. What else do we have here? Oh, one of my favorite American hard rock albums is Full Moon. And I know little about this at all, except it was reissued by Monster Records, which is now Rockadrome. And Rockadrome is an excellent mail-order store owned by Dennis Bergeron, who's a cool guy, great taste, and you can get all sorts of cool stuff from him. But this Full Moon album is a fantastic hard rock album from the US. The original has a different cover, fetches tons of money. I'm pretty sure the reissue is available. So yeah, this is great. If you see it, pick it up. Galadriel. This is pretty weird. Muttered Promises from an Ageless Pond. And this is a Spanish progressive rock band. Some people compare it to Yes, but the singer has this really, really British vocal style that almost sounds like shoegazer music, like Ride and their Carnival of Light album. So I didn't really get the Yes reference. I thought this was a bit different. I mean, I'm not a huge Yes fan. Their music never really turned me on, but this Galadriel is cool. And I'm really partial to Spanish music, so. Oh, here we go. Gong is Dead. So it's a double album of the David Allen Maniac psychedelic band. And I love Gong, so here's a Gong live original double album. And their Flying Teapot album is great. The whole storyline of the band is nuts. You've got the radio gong broadcasted by the Pothead Pixies in the Flying Teapot, Planet Gong, etc., etc. It's mental. You've got Gilly Smith the Witch. Gong, awesome band. If you can wrap your head around it, it's a pretty engaging listen. What else? I was looking for this forever. Grand Theft. Now this is mental. This was one I looked for forever, but once I actually listened to it, it's incredibly bizarre. From the opening screams of "It's Eating Me Alive," Logarithms is a pretty pretty gross song lyrically, actually. So it's a really weird trash, psych, underground album, and in its reissue form here, it's still rare. So yeah, the very weird Grand Theft album that was super warped, so I had to put it in my disc flatter to fix it. And finally, one of my very favorite albums of all time, the awesome Holderlin's Traum, Holderlin's Dream, a beautiful psychedelic folk progressive album from Germany with a great Garden of Eden sleeve. This is really nice. I finally got an original one, and I'm really happy about it after having 2 or 3 different bootleg and reissue versions. This is a gorgeous album. There's psychedelic waltzes and trippy folk and weird spoken word passages, and this awesome Garden of Eden cover. So Holderlin's Traum, I could not recommend more. I'm going to sign off on this, as we probably got to take off and see this chainsaw band pretty soon. So everybody, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Take care.